What's up, guys? This is Maxwell Media Inc. I'm your host, Maxwell, and today we are talking about RWBY Volume 8, Chapter 12 Creation. So, before we get into that, I just want to remind everybody that if you wanted to get these videos early, then you would pledge to the Patreon. You'll get early reactions, you'll get early videos for everything, access to the Discord server, as well as a bunch of other very, very special perks. So, go down to do that. Then, if you don't want to pledge monthly, you just want a one-time donation / tip, then my PayPal will be in the description below as well. But if you're a broke bitch like myself, then you can do this. You can like the video, because that's free 99. And then on top of that, you can comment, because I'd love to hear what you have to say about this episode. And then obviously subscribe and then leave the notification bell on so you could be one of the first people to know when I upload a video late as fuck. So let's get into RWBY Volume 8, Chapter 12 Creation. So we start off with the hangar and the bomb being loaded, and we see some people attacking off screen. And then, the Aesops and Winter are out there, and they're waiting for RWBY. Not RWBY, they're waiting for Penny to arrive. And they're like, hey, yeah, we're gonna get them, or we're gonna get this, we're gonna get this girl. And Harriet's like, if they try anything, I'm gonna put them in their place. I'm like, okay, Harriet, okay, sis, like, sure, whatever. And then, like, fucking Vine breathes, and it's like, Harriet goes the fuck. I'm like, but she can't even fucking breathe. Like, this man can't even breathe. Like, he just goes, is that a problem? Like, bitch, she's exhausting, y'all. She is exhausting. My eyes are closed because I need to rest just from, like, talking about her, because she's just so exhausting. She's so exhausting on screen. She's not even entertaining with it. She's just exhausting. Exhausting. I want somebody to beat her up. I really want somebody. I wish it was Yang. I wish Yang could just beat her the fuck up. And just, I don't know, because it's just like, you're just a bitch. And it's like, why are they doing black women like this? Why are we having the angry black woman? Why are we doing this? Like, what's the problem, Rooster Teeth? But whatever. They get called away because, Ironwood sends them away because Crow and Robin have escaped, and she's not going to let Crow and Robin escape. So they're going to go get Crow and Robin, and Winter will stay here with the General because, he still trusts Winter for a reason. I thought he was going to throw her ass in jail after she let John, Ren, and Yen go. But then Penny comes flying down. And Ironwood has this big, ugly gun that he sticks these two other guns in. It's like this really big weapon or whatever. I guess it's a weapon enhancement or whatever. But, like, good for him or whatever. But it looks ugly. And then Winter takes her sword out and she handcuffs Penny. And, Ironwood goes off and he's like, you're doing the right thing. Bombing, leaving Mantle to die. You're doing the right thing, Like, sure, kiddo. Like, sure, whatever. And then a really sexy scene where Emerald says, I hear right. I have. Feels weird. And then she kicks him in the face doing a backflip, all sexy like. And the music drops like, it's okay. Inside me will grow. But that doesn't mean you're not already home. I don't know the rest of the words. Oh, just don't stop. Be tough, be strong, and it's done. Like basically, and basically, like John and Nora and Ren and Oscar and Winter dog walk Ironwood. They dog walk him. And it's like Jean getting up in there, beating his ass. And it's like, I don't know whether to be proud of my baby boy because he's taking on a headmaster. Like he went from being like loser Jean Arc getting bullied by Cardin Winchester to literally taking down the leader of the Atlas military, the fucking headmaster of Atlas Academy. Like I don't know if that should be like, wow, Jean, I'm proud of you for taking on this strong opponent, or if I should be laughing at whack ass Ironwood, that fucking vomit boy Jean Arc, bottom of the barrel fucking Jean Arc is beating your ass. Okay? Like he is beating your ass. Okay? Like like he is beating you. And it's like and to be fair, they're all like tag teaming him, and it's really interesting. The fight should last a little longer, in my opinion. Nora hitting him with the hammer was very satisfying. Very, very, very satisfying to see Nora get them licks in. And then, even Ren getting up in there, Oscar getting up in there. And it's like, yeah, bitch, Oscar not dead, bitch. Like, yes, I'm gonna get your ass. And he does a little, like, Fin attack with a little and it's really cool. And then Winter does this like anime swordsman girl thing where she slashes them, and it's like this big thing. And it was like, dang, I really wish this fight would have lasted longer. But hopefully we'll get a longer, version of this fight. But yeah, no, and Ironwood's taken down, and they go on to phase 2, but then they think back to when they're at the manor and they're talking about it, and it's like, oh, so maybe her going to the vault is a risk they hadn't considered. So they Weiss gets a little phone call from Winter, and then we see that conversation with Winter and Marrow in the elevator, because Crow and Robin, like that's the one who they saw in the elevator, and they were like, and Marrow was like, why the fuck you hit me? And she was like, bitch, because you would have died, like you would have died, like I was doing you a favor, like I was helping you out. And then Marrow was like, okay girl, what you doing now? And she's like, I'm doing something I should have done a long time ago. Reach out to my sister. And it's like, okay, girl, finally. And then we come back to the house, and basically what they're going to do is they're going to use the staff to basically get everybody to safety, but also help Penny out. And basically the deal with the staff is that the staff has a hot, sexy man in it named Ambrocous. And the way that Ambrocous works is that he can make you anything as long as you can explain to him how to do it. So they're going to need some schematics and, some references and all sorts of other things. And Whitley is like, yeah, I'll help out. Whitley being a little bean, and they get into Atlas through the bottom of the hole where Oscar, collapsed. So, glad that we brought that back. And then the Penny opens the vault, and then time freezes when Ruby rushes in. By the way, the vault looks very pretty. It looks like Easter. When she opens up Ambrosius, and when he came out, girl, I was like,
if you call me daddy, I know I'm getting in the panties. If you call me daddy, I know he getting in the panties. So daddy, 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 daddy. If you call me daddy, I know he getting in the panties. So daddy, 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 daddy. Daddy, bless it, now bless it, 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 daddy. Don't you want to bust around right now?
That's the energy I was getting out when I saw Ambrosius. Ambrosius is like a bimbo, himbo type of person, and like he's a float, like he's just cool. He gives me like God vibe, like RWBY. People like Ambrosius and Jen. Beings like Ambrosius and Jin make the gods of light and darkness look very disappointing. Like, yes, Jin and Ambrosius are just like blue naked people with like little chains around them, but even that just looks so interesting versus like the gods who are just like blank slates. Like they're literally blank slates with like horns, and that's like, girl, you can't get no detail, you can get no definition, you can get like a design, like you can't get like maybe a staff or like something. You just have to look like really, like you have to look like a fourth grader drew you. Like really, this is what the gods of light and darkness are gonna look like. Like okay, sis. But anyway, so they're like, Penny isn't a real girl, and Ambrocious is being all cute, like flying over, doing all these tricks. And there's a nod that he can't bring people back from the dead, which is upsetting to a lot of Lucky Charms fans because they were hoping that the staff would bring back Clover. I didn't really think that was an idea that would happen because I feel like they wrote 7, 8, 9 together, and I just felt like Clover was always meant to end up how he ended up. But yeah, so long story short, because I'm not even gonna pretend that I understood exactly how they did it, but they basically made Penny human, yeah, it was blue fairy magic, like Penny's a real girl, and a lot of people get salty, like Penny is already a real girl, and I'm like, yes, I know this, I know Penny is a real girl. Go out and check out my video called Penny Paladina is not a man. I will tell you that she is not a man. Like she's not. Like she's a girl. She's a robot girl. But now she's a human, like that scene. It was just like, when you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Any wish your heart desires will come to you. I can't sing. If your heart is in your dreams, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. I cannot sing. I'm a choir, but I cannot sing. Yeah. I love how much I can't sing proceeds to sing. But yeah, so what was I talking about? Yeah, they make Penny a real girl, and they also have the schematics and the plans on how to, make fucking how to make a evacuation point to Vacuo, because they're not gonna go to Vacuo. So they have a pretty decent escape plan. And then, like, Ambrocious is pretty, and he makes a portal, and he takes him to Vacuo, and he tells them, do not fall. Excuse me. Then we also get a scene where Winter is going to Ironwood, and she's putting him in a cell, and, yeah. Draco's like, you're moving Atlas? And, Winter's like, yes, we're moving Atlas. And she's like, Winter, are you going to leave me? And she's like, no, we're not going to leave you. We're going to come back for both of you, and when it's safe, and, we'll move you to somewhere safe. And, he's like, oh, thank you, Winter. And, she's like, don't thank me. This was Weiss' idea. I have things to say about Shock, but I will say them about Shock next time. Yeah, so that's it. That was the end of that. And then Crow and Robin captured the Aesops, or they're in the process of capturing the Aesops, and they're just kind of, oh my god, they're moving the city? They're moving the city? Are they crazy? And I'm just like, Harriet, baby, my love. Your boss was literally about to bomb Mantle, and you're asking Crow and Robin if they're crazy? Like, okay, sis. Like, sure. Like, okay, sis. But yeah, and then like Ruby and them walk through the portal, and like Penny's human, and like Cinder's planning things, but like that was it. Like that was the episode. Like I know that's super duper short for me, but that's like pretty much what happened. I don't really have much to say. Like I think Ambrocious is beautiful, and I think the design of him and Jen are beautiful, and I think that the way that the relic is used is like a genius, and I think that his personality is really beautiful and great and amazing, and I like that Team RWBY was involved in this, and they actually got to do stuff, and I like the fight with Ironwood. I thought that was really interesting and cool. cool. I wish it would have lasted a little longer, but I liked it. I guess there was also Jean and Ren and Nora and Emerald and all of them trying to like get that message out, but obviously Watts has hacked it. But I don't know. Like, I feel like it's pretty obvious that it's Watts. But yeah, like, not much else happened. It's just kind of like they're evacuating to VACUO. So that just means like we're not gonna get that little travel volume like we thought we was gonna get, which like I guess is fine. I guess we don't need another travel fucking volume. But you know, a lot of people are like, why go to VACUO? And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, VACUO, it's nice. Like, I like VACUO. I don't know. I read the books. I'm ready to see some coffee inside of them. I don't really have much to say about this episode, honestly. Like, it was an episode and I liked it. A lot of people were like, the big point of it was like logic, the logic of the episode. It's like, girl, oh, it's magic. Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, girl, get over it. But yeah, I liked it. A lot of people didn't like the comedy either. I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine. I thought the mood of this episode was fine. It was fine. Everything was fine. You know, I liked it. It was okay. Like, it was decent. Like, I didn't have any major complaints about much. Actually, there was one thing I wanted to mention. Winter used dust in the fight with Ironwood. That confused me because I thought that I've never seen Winter use dust before, and I remember the shot off the back of my hand. So it's like, I thought it was a very intentional choice that Winter never used dust, and I think that you know, she didn't use dust as a rebellion against the She Dust Company. I thought that's why Weiss was a She Dust girl, and she was the girl who was proud of being the heiress. So, you know, she used dust, and she was the dust queen, and she knew how to use all the different types of dust, and she was a master at it. While Winter just was a swordswoman who used her aura and her semblance, but she didn't really use dust in her semblance, you know. But now she uses dust, so I guess good for her. I guess I guess it's like an emergency. So it's like, I guess she doesn't have time to be petty and like hold on to her like moral value and not using dust. But yeah, that was just one tip that I kind of wanted to mention. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, sorry guys, 15-minute video. Like, this is kind of it. This was, you know, kind of it. Shout out to my 2 patrons. That's Glitchy Supporter and Brew Prison. Y'all are great. I work for them. If you want me to work for you, then why don't you go on down to the Patreon and become a patron, and I will work for you too. And again, if you want to just leave a one-time donation / tip, then I'll leave my PayPal down there too. And don't remember, if you're a broke bitch, then to like the video, because that is $3.99. And subscribe, that is also $3.99. And share the video, that is also $3.99. And leave a comment, because I would love to know what you think about this episode. So, with that all being said, this has been Maxwell Media Inc. I'm your host, Sir Maxwell. May the power protect you. Bye.